All right, joining us now to react, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds is here. Congressman, great to have you on the program today. I want to get your reaction to Madison's report and Mayor Adams' 180, let's call it, with respect to taking city services away to fund the migrants. Now he's gotten a lot of bad press about that, and he's reversing the headline. Although if you start to dig through it, you see this is kind of government math that doesn't necessarily add up. Still, it points to a bigger issue that we've got here, which is a migrant crisis that isn't going away. And we seem a little stuck in Congress with respect to finding some sort of resolution. We've still got another year under Joe Biden. It feels like the country can't afford to wait to make a change.
Well, look, it's good to be with you. I think what you're seeing in New York is emblematic of what you're seeing all across the country. Every city in our country is overrun by this illegal immigrant crisis caused by Joe Biden. We now have 7.3 million encounters at the southern border. We're on track to have 10 million encounters during one presidential administration. This has never happened in American history, not even close. It's a catastrophe, and I don't care what your politics are. It is a man-made political disaster brought to us by Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. So in New York, they can now say that they're going to now reverse course and not give social services to illegal immigrants. But the reality is that the Democrat Party realizes how terrible of a policy this has become, and they're trying to place blame and change the subject. In the House and in Congress overall, look, there is no solution because the Democrats do not want to change. They've wanted this policy for 30 years. Now they got this policy. And so my position and a growing number of Republicans, our position is simply there will be no money until you secure the border. You secure the border, then we'll talk about funding the government and other issues.
Let's talk about the border, Congressman. What are these military-aged Chinese men doing sneaking up through our southern border?
They got no business in our country, except if you really want to take a step back and think from a diabolical perspective that, yes, the Chinese government is moving people into our country. Yes, people in the Middle East are moving military-aged men into our country. But they have no place here. There's no persecution that's going on that they can document. That's why asylum is supposed to happen outside of our country before you come in, unless it's something that is clear and present that everybody in the world can see. And then, of course, we make special exemptions when those things occur. But like I said at the top, the Democrat Party overall, they have wanted this policy. They have been lying to the American people for years, gaslighting the American people about southern border security and immigration overall. And now that it's a problem for all of our citizens, now you see the polling shift dramatically away from Joe Biden and the Democrats into support of Donald Trump and the Republican position, which is secure the border first, then take care of everything else after that.
All right, Congressman, speaking of the former president, you made his VP shortlist. Now, I know you'd take the job if he asked, but don't dodge me on this one. If it's not you, who on that list should get it?
Well, look, I'm not going to dodge. I'm going to be honest. Anybody on that list will be exemplary in the vice presidential role, especially when you compare them to Kamala Harris. It will be a major upgrade across the board. So I'm not as really concerned about the Veep stakes, although it's a cool story. What I'm concerned about right now is getting our presidential primary over with. I mean, Donald Trump's going to be the nominee. I know Nikki Haley doesn't agree with that, but you know what? Reality is going to set in a couple of days in South Carolina. But we need Donald Trump back in the White House. Our vice presidential nominee is going to be a boon to the ticket, but also a boon to the country, because what we need to set up in America is consistent leadership across the board. I believe Donald Trump is going to bring that leadership. Whoever he picks, I'll be fully supportive of. We're going to go get the job done in November and then get this country back on track.